Good day traders, David here from Daily Forecast. It is the 15th of March 2023 and we're here to do an update for Brent oil, for crude oil, for Bitcoin and for Euro. In front of us we've got the daily chart. You can see we're in a bearish AB swing. There's our A high, there's our B low. If I were to back up and just repeat what I've been saying for days, you can see that price came to the 786, fell down to the BF 786, which led us to believe we're going to be taking out the A high over coming sessions. We failed right up at the A high twice. Price fell back down, did not take out that B failure 786 and there. And at this point we were still obviously bullish, and then price rallied up and didn't take out this resistance high here. You can see the last action of the last few days, price fell all the way down. We are back at the BF 786 area right now. Okay, if I draw my fibs, you can see we're back at the BF 786 area, which leads us to believe that if we find support at this level, then, and that will be apparent over the next few days, then we are still looking for price to be taking out the A high over coming sessions. If we remain bearish and price carries on falling down, then we've got continuation, and this year will become our new A high. So let's see. On the lower time frames there, we seem to be finding support, but we don't have anything on the daily chart yet. We'll get to the lower time frames over the next couple of minutes. The 4-hour chart, if I were to scrunch this one up, exactly the same like the daily chart, with our bearish A high, B low, and exactly what I said on the daily pertains to the 4-hour. You can see that here's the 86, the B failure territory that we are in right now. If I zoom in on this price action of yesterday, you can see our prices sort of bounced out of that level. From that low to the high, we're looking at about 178 per pound so far. Because we are in B failure 786 territory, I would wait for a test of this low area. If we do get a test and we get a bullish candlestick formation confirming that, then I would enter into a long trade position. We don't have it as yet, but that would be part of my trading plan. We've got some housekeeping to do on the 1-hour chart in front of us here. You can see that we had our previous A high and our B low. Price came back to the 786 of the swing. There was no entry opportunity when we stepped down to the 5-minute chart, so there was nothing there. However, yesterday in our update just before the US session, we said that there was a potential B failure trade there. There was, but you can see price came back, and on this time frame, price came back and fell down and took out the B low. So we'll go to that trade in the next minute or so, but we first got some housekeeping to do on this chart here. So this here is our new A high over here. This becomes our new A high over there, and we've got a new B low in place down here. So we've got a new bearish AB swing. We are still making lower highs and lower lows on this time frame. So there's our new AB swing, and price hasn't even come to the 382 yet. We are still making lower highs and lower lows, like I mentioned. We start a reversal on this time frame if we take out this A resistance high up at 82.39. That's when we start a reversal on this time frame. Okay, this B failure 786 on this time frame did not work out, because a B failure with the prior 786 bounce leads us to believe we're going to be taking out this A high here, and you can see price didn't do that. It just carried on falling down. However, our trade that we took yesterday did make its pips anyway. So let's go down to that trade for a second quickly. The trade panned out like this. Yesterday during the session, we said that we had already had a B failure 786 with an entry. Price fell down to the B failure 786, bounced, came back down to actually test that low, gave us a nice bullish candlestick formation, and the entry point was here at 79.08 plus spread. Then yesterday in the session, price had fallen down, and I said, if we do get another, for those that never entered, if we do get another bullish candlestick formation, then that will be another entry. And you can see price clearly came and tested this low, gave us another bullish candlestick formation, and there was another entry at 79.06 plus spread, which is virtually the same. And you can see that price rallied right up to 80.48. So we made 120 pips there as well yesterday. Okay, But so the 120 pip trade workout, which is our typical limit, but on the chart itself, I would have expected that with this kind of bullish support, that price would have rallied up to the A high, but it didn't. So we've got a new AB swing. There's our A high and there's our B low, like I said. Reversal only happens once we take out that A high. Okay. Obviously, according to our trading system, if I draw the fibs again, we will look for price to rally up to the 618, where we will look for shorts. But I'm going to throw a span in the works now, because we are in B failure 786 territory on the daily chart, okay, and on the 4-hour chart. Because we are in B failure 786 on these two time frames, I would consider a test of, I would draw my fib from this low here to the high, okay, that happens to be the current candle, and I would see if price falls down to these areas here, this 618 or lower. Okay, and price gives me a bullish candlestick. I would then step down to the 5-minute chart, enter with the criteria that we always do, a bounce, a test, another bullish candlestick formation for a long trade position. And I would only do that counter the 1-hour trend, because it would be bearish here. I would only do that counter the 1-hour trend, as in I'm going against the 1-hour trend, because the 4-hour and the daily is in B failure 786 territory. Okay. And if we do get anything bullish, it will manifest itself on the lower time frames first. We don't have that set up yet, but those are the two scenarios that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a test in this area here, followed by a bullish candlestick formation to tell me that yes, this area is holding. If price just falls and carries on all the way down and takes out the below, then we've got a new swing. And then on the daily, we'll have another bearish candle, and chances are we'll then fall to take out 75.11. So those are the scenarios that I'll be looking for on crude. Sorry, on Brent. Looking at crude right now, again, there's our bearish AB swing. Okay, there's our A high, and there's our A high, there's our B low. Okay. Again, I'm not going to go through all this. You can look at the past videos. We mentioned all of that. I'm going to look at actual price action that happened yesterday. You can see yesterday price also fell down and also came shy of the B low. You can see that. And on this pair, you can see we've rallied 100, also 175, 160, 170 pips from out of that low. Now, because we're in B failure 786 territory on 4-hour, exactly like I said on Brent, I would also draw my fibs from that low. Let's go down to the 1-hour chart and do that. I'll draw my fibs from this lows here to whichever swing high that gets established. Right now, it's this current candle that we're in. This price might extend a bit further and then give us a nice fall. Wherever that swing high tends to be, I would draw my fibs and look for the 618 or lower while inside this low. And if I do get something bullish at that point, then I would also take that as a long entry position. Only, once again, only because we are in B failure 786 territory on the 4-hour chart. We can clearly see that we are in B failure 786 territory on the 4-hour chart. If price carries on falling down without any bullishness, without any bounce of any sort, and takes out the B low, well then this area becomes our new A high. The 1-hour chart on crude. Let's look at the 1-hour chart on crude. I have to scrunch this up quite a bit in actually to actually see where we are at. So there's our A low, there's our B high. Price came right down and bounced out of that A area, A support low area. We then drew our fibs and said, right, from that B high down to this area here, we've got a BF786 area up here, which leads us to believe, and we actually got it again, which leads us to believe that we're going to be taking out this A low over coming days or coming sessions. And you can see we actually did take out that A low. So we've actually got some housekeeping to do on this time frame right now, in that we're starting a reversal on this time frame. Okay, so if I were to do that, that's a bit, this here becomes the new A high. That becomes the new A high, and I can remove this fib here. Oh man, that becomes the new A high over there. It was the B. So it becomes the new A high over there. And then we have to go right down to this area over here to look for the B to form. The B has formed, you can clearly see that. So that is our B low. We don't need to put a question mark there because it's already a B low. Okay. So we've now got a bearish AB swing on the 1 hour chart. Okay. So where's that high? That high is up there. I might as well just draw the fibs from that high. This high over here is at that line there. That is our resistance high. There's our B low. Okay. So we're looking for price to once again rally towards the 618 or higher, where we will be looking for something bearish to form. But as I said early on, we are in the B failure 786 area, so we'll keep an eye on that area for a bounce. The daily chart for Euro in front of us, we are still in a bullish AB swing. There's our A low, there's our B high. You can see price came down to the 86, gave us a morning star, and actually tested that area and bounced out of that. We are of the opinion that we're still going to be heading up towards higher levels over coming sessions on this chart based on what we see. If we do reverse and fall down and take out this A high, only at that point do we start a reversal on this time frame. The 4-hour chart is a bit different in that we have already started a reversal by taking out this A high. So here we've got a new A low. Okay, I'm going to remove that for the sake of clarity. There's our new A low, there's our new B high. And you can see that price came to the B high and sort of not convincingly took it out. This high here is 748 and we came to 759, 11 pips, and we are falling back. I would term this to be, I put a question mark here and I would wait for a new B high to form, okay, and see how price performs. I don't identify any possible trades. I would wait for another B high to form. If price rallies up from current levels and gives us a decent swing, then this would become a new A support low area. For now, I wouldn't call it an A support low. It's not the neatest of setups. The 1 hour chart was the same, but because we've got a difference, because we've got more candles on the 1 hour chart, we might have different support levels. So here I would deem this as our level of support on the 1 hour chart. So that I would call my new A low on this time frame, and this I would call my new B high on this time frame. Okay, if I were to back up for you to just explain that quickly, we were in a quite a biggish swing or so. There was our AB swing. Okay, A high, B low. It was exactly the same swing that we had on the 4 hour chart. I can put a line in on that A high level there. Price came and violated that A high over there. Okay, so there, that was, in fact, this was our new A low. This was our B high. Let me mark that accordingly quickly. That was our new A low. This here would have been our B high. Okay, on this 1 hour time frame. Let me just make that a bit bigger. This here would have been our new C. Sorry about that. This would have been our new C and A low again. Okay, and then this here would have also wound up being our new B. Okay, and then this here is our new A low. This is our current A low. Okay, I'm sure that makes sense to you guys. So that's our current AB swing on the 1 hour chart. Okay, you can see here that we have clear swings on this time frame. So again, on the 1 hour chart, you can draw fibs from the A to the B. You can look for price to come down to a 618 or lower, and we will start a reversal on this time frame once we take out this A support low. Okay, Bitcoin, we mentioned yesterday that we are still waiting for a B high to form on Bitcoin. We did have the start or the makings of a reversal on this time frame by price taking out this A support low, but then price rallied right back up and took out the B high. Okay, giving us resumption of uptrend. We need 2 more candles to the right in order to call it a B high. We're not quite there yet. We did mention that based on the previous AB swing, that we are looking for price to get up to 29,700 over coming sessions. Okay, we would prefer a BI forming, okay, and then a pullback down to 618, and then look for an entry to go long. Okay guys, so that's our forecast and our analysis for these 4 pairs for the day. So we'll keep an eye on Brent oil, and we'll keep an eye on crude oil and see if there are any opportunities. Remember, we've made our pips for the week already, so but we'll keep doing our forecast and our analysis, and like I said, we'll see if there are opportunities on those 2 pairs. Those are the only ones shouting out opportunities, potential opportunities, I should say. Okay, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and we'll be back with another update in the morning. Cheers, bye.